Uh, Thanks for bearing with me a little bit. Trying to get some setup done here. Had to deal with a little bit of, I don't know what Logan did with my stuff because he's been using all my painting space. So, but we made it. We're here. I'll probably use a little more light on here, but we're going to work with what we got here. See if we can get this straightened out. All right. Can we see? So today I have a Rogaldorn battle tank. It's just primed black at this point. Trying to figure out what color I'm going to paint it. I do have a couple options. I have Straken Green. Sorry if it's sideways. Straken Green, or I'm considering Elysian Green. Um, I don't know. Not 100% on with the one from the cover art, but I figured I'd do a little painting, do a little touch here and there, and see what works out. So, if you've worked with either of these colors before, please let me know. Maybe that's something that I can tell the difference. But I'm going to put a little bit on my. I do have a wet palette. It's been quite used. I'm probably ready to change it, but I'm going to wait till after tonight. So let's give this a little try, see what it looks like. And please forgive me, my wet palette is not very beautiful right now. But if you're here and you want to chat, you want to say something, just jump right in. I have no problems. We can talk about whatever. All right. And let's see what we got. Let's see if I can pull this up just a little bit without showing off my entire basement. Star of the show and all that, right? Because what are you really here for? For me to chat at you about Warhammer stuff, or to look at the cool colors that I paint my tank? So I do have a hair floating on there. Apologize for that. I plan on magnetizing all the weapons. That's why there's no weapons on it, in case you noticed. Even the top one, the turret, I haven't put the magnets in yet, but I'm going to. I do have everything glued together in sub-assemblies because I like doing that. Even the guys. I really like having everything just sub-assembly. This way I can work on whatever. If that's something that you do, let me know. I'd like to talk about it. If you don't, you'd rather just do your thing the way you do your thing, then that's fine too. So let me get myself still getting a little organized. I apologize. But all right, so Straken is a little, it looks like a little paler. And I think that's what I'm really looking for here. And let me know. I know there's somebody out there. Make sure my sound's okay. I have a little echo from my phone, but I don't know that you're getting it or not. Or if this is just completely unhearable, please let me know and I will fix something. Again, I haven't set it up this way before, so I'm just trying my best. I talked on a lot of podcasts, so I have an idea of what's coming across. If I was really smart, I'd run all the way upstairs, grab my earbuds, woo, and put those in, and then I could probably listen to myself talk, and then it would cut out the echo. But that's a long way to go right now, so we're just going to work with what we got, unless there's a problem. But I think we're okay. Unfortunately, that's not something that I can listen to and hear if there's an echo, because I would be hearing the echo no matter what. And again, bear with me. All right. So what do we want to start out with here? Kid takes all my stuff. Oh, all right. There we go. Just because it's nice and easy, we'll do the tank treads, give it a little color, and then we'll start working with the green. I'm a big fan of Army Painter. If you'd rather see it there, if you can. This is the Army Painter War Paints Fanatic Rough Iron, and I always start all my tank treads with rough iron. It gives them a nice base to work off of. I think I'm going to need a lot of this stuff. What's everybody up to tonight? Anybody else getting some painting done or just hanging out? My sorry for the crinkling. Some of my family is out and about traveling. Well, they should be. The two boys are out camping, so they're having a good time. All right. I'm sure they're having a blast. And of course, I always start rough iron, and as not only as the name goes, but in general, I just try to get a rough coat on that because we're going to wash it and touch it up then as we go. Most of my tanks are actually like a gray color, but I wanted this to be like a different Forge World. I think I need to move my light so I can see a little bit better. How's that? Now I look like I'm lit up here. Ooh, nice. Working on some Space Wolves. Good to see you. Glad you came back. Saw you at the end of the podcast. If anybody that's here or watching this, if you don't know, I also run a podcast. That's the name. And we talked about Thousand Suns this week, which is one of my armies that I play. Which, of course, Jeff wouldn't really care for, being a Space Wolf player. So, and I know you called earlier this week, Jeff, and I'm sorry I didn't call you. I had to get the boys ready for their vacation, so it was quite hectic this week. But the cool thing is we had some pretty hectic storms come through last night. We lost power for 3.5 hours, and it took down a tree like a half a block away, a huge tree. So I'll have to send you a picture of that. After they were done cutting it down and stuff like that, it was kind of a mess. There's still 2 cars underneath the tree, so. But it took out our power overnight, from like about 12:30 till 4 in the morning. So it was quite fun. So again, I just throw some rough iron over the tracks for my big tanks, and I'm really out of frame, and I forgot about that. Let me see if I could adjust this up just a little bit more. I'm losing some of my view. How's that? Is that a little better? It's kind of small on my screen, so I'm trying to work it out. I think that looks better. So we're going to play with a little bit of painting these up. Of course, I haven't painted this yet, so I haven't tried to play it yet. Not exactly sure what how well this does on the battlefield. Though I don't hear much about it unless they do a tank commander. So I put the whole crew together for it so I could play it as a commander if I wanted to. Good, thank you. Glad the sound is good. I said I have a minor echo here, and it's only because I didn't think through the system. I did a dual screen before, and it was really kind of waffled some of the power of my my podcasting computer here, my streaming computer. So I figured I'd do it as a guest, and then I'll make my cell phone do some of the work. So, you know, just get a little bit of that rough iron look on there. Oh, there is a little echo? Okay. All right. Yeah, that's probably coming from my phone. I'm not quite sure how to eliminate it. So I can get my earbuds. So everything seems to be okay. Surprised at that little bit of an echo because I can just barely hear it. Maybe it's just enough. Maybe I'll finish this up and I'll go get them real quick. So how are those Space Wolves coming together? Are they okay? So I have a little trouble with the posings. Yeah, I still need to get some more guardsmen. Either some Deathcore Krieg or even the new Cadians. All mine are a little bit of the older ones. Blood calls can be a bit rough. That's pretty cool. The Mike's talking now. He wants to do Space Wolves. He really likes the new models and stuff like that. And Logan's been plucking away at his Chaos Space Marines because as soon as he got settled with Blood Angels, he went straight to Chaos. No link there, I'm sure. Oh, cool. The head takers were really good. Nice. Let me see here. Put a little bit more paint there just so I can get these wheels painted up. Oop. Squirted at me. All right, and that's good. Just trying to get some of the wheels covered here. Again, this isn't a final paint, so it's also the underside of the vehicle, so hopefully you'll never see it. But I like to at least get it covered. Make it look good. I mean, this is the infamous Rogaldorn with the hole in the hatch. So, all right. It always seems you either get too much paint or not enough paint. We'll try to use some of it up here, though. I did see the new Nightbringer. That thing is pretty cool. That's a heck of an upgrade for that model. Gotta love the stuff that's coming out. Some of these new sculpts are just ingenious. Such an incredible dynamic pose. Really love it. That's good because I mean the Nightbringer and the Deceiver, they both needed new models. I mean, I don't even know how old of a model that is at this point. Some new rules too. That would be cool. I know. I sent the picture to Mike. He's all excited about it because he's got the Void Dragon, but one of the Nightbringer. You know, because he's a centerpiece model kind of player. But that would be good. I think he would be a nice upgrade. (2002) really? Wow, I could believe that. Wow, it's 13 years ago. I guess it's not really that bad though in the long run. Of course, it's only bad because we've been playing longer than that. So, all right. Just because it's eating at my soul, I'm gonna run upstairs and grab my earbuds real quick. I will be back in like a minute. Hang tight, guys. Let me see if I can. Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. let's see. All right, now I should be able to hear me and you won't. Well, the echo anyways. How's it sound? Sorry about that. Let's see how that was going to go. Yeah, it seems like it's going. Apparently it's breaking back in though. Just put those there. All right. All right, let's do a test. Good, I'm glad it's better. That's weird. I didn't think you touched that. So we're going to try this. Striking green. Yeah, let's give that a better shape though. Yeah, okay. Just want to make sure we're doing good. Well, oddly enough, I can still hear it. Improvements for the future. You know what I'm saying? Let's just try this. This is what the underside of a tank's good for, right? Testing your colors. You see that compared to this before I even put it on. Yeah, so we had some pretty nasty storms last night here. We had flooding at work. Oh yeah, I don't think I'm gonna like that at all. It's a very army green. This is not bad. Let me see. Yeah, I'm sure it does. Um, is there a lot of mixed armor types? Oh, because some are primary, some are firstborn. Is that how that works? Yeah, I'm very surprised. I have the camera on. I have two sleeping cats over there, and one was playing with a ball, um, and she grumbles like heck. But just as I started, she stopped. So I don't know. They're really not that much different. How are they not that much different? Oh, some of them Mark 7, Mark 6. Okay. So I guess this is a build-up paint. Now I definitely see the difference. Yeah, well, I mean, it's kind of weird going back to Imperial Guard. I haven't painted Imperial Guard in quite some time. And in fact, I've been kind of putting those knights together. I just didn't prime them or get them on tonight. So that reminds me, I have to take bits on Saturday. Remember to pack them up. So Saturday is Lehigh Valley Comic Con, and we're gonna check that out. We're gonna go in armor, and not only I think I can just work these two colors together. So we're gonna be in armor, in Mandalorian armor, with the Mandalorian Mercs and Rebel Legion and the 501st. And I don't know that I'm loving the color altogether, to be honest with you. Oh, tanks are so hard. Just paint them all German gray and be done with it, right? Yeah, so Saturday's the Mandalorian Mercs, and that's gonna be um, um, not only are we gonna be there, but we're also going to be um, Ken, who does bounty hunting across the galaxy with me, is going to be there as well, and so we're both actually going to be kitted up together, and it's going to be the first time since we started the podcast, so that's kind of exciting. So we have a lot of stuff planned out for we're going to do pictures and do some pictures, and I think we're actually going to try to film like a commercial. So that's going to be kind of fun. But we'll see what I should do. Resolution, camera. Okay, I don't have. Oop, sorry. See if I can change something here. No. Setting. No. Okay. I was hoping I could change something. I probably needed to set it up ahead of time. So we are planning to get a little bit of fun time and video recording and stuff like that. And because it's the first time that we've been together in uniform, at least since we started podcasting, we have all kinds of fun stuff planned. But I know that's not Warhammer related, but it is me related. And of course, if you're watching this and you don't know what Bounty Hunting Across the Galaxy is, that is my Star Wars podcast. And we just did an episode about Forlom and Zuckuss being a bounty hunting across the galaxy podcast. We cover a lot of bounty hunters and being um, part of the Mandalorian Mercs. We also do a lot of um, Mandalorian stuff as well. So, in fact, if you go back through my videos, there's one where I introduced Ken into 40K, and that was just a hoot. It was, and I'm going to warn you, like 2 hours long, but we talked about all the basic stuff for Warhammer 40K. So it is an amazing experience. I've actually listened to it twice, and I was in it, so I really enjoyed it. And I still didn't cover all the stuff that I wanted to cover in it. So yeah, so that's about it. That's going to be fun. So, and I'll share once we get the commercial up and running. I'm going to share it on here, so we'll have a little short of that. We'll have a little short of probably a little short of table ready painting, and Ken does his own podcast, so he'll probably have a commercial for his, and we're going to share them around because what is better than unpaid advertising, right? I mean, probably paid advertising with somebody that's actually good at it, but in this instance, we'll take what we can get. All right. Fortunately, a lot of my running around has eaten up the time that I wanted to just sit here and paint. I'm going to hang out for a couple minutes longer, and then I'm going to have to get going because I still have to work in the morning, and old man me can't stay up too terribly late. Because then I get sleepy at work, and it's not all that good to do. Sleepy at work, Todd does not get a whole lot of stuff done. But I am glad I got my podcast up from last week. For some odd reason, it didn't want to go. So disappointed. But I re-recorded. Of course, leave it to the Thousand Suns to mess up everything with the computer. It's not like I was doing AdMech or something. Oh, you got a doctor's appointment in the morning. Yeah, I figured till I figure out the color. I think I'm going to play with a couple different colors here and see what I like. I'm just not feeling the all over green. It's not giving me the feels that I want from this army. Again, like all my other tanks are gray, so they're actually like a gray camo, urban camouflage. So I can always just go back to that. I just figured I'd try a different color and see how it worked out. Because realistically, my guard army is very monotone. And I play Eldar. That's just not the way it's supposed to be. Uh, I didn't try sponging tanks, but I probably could. Um, that's probably a good idea. Maybe this is the one to try on. It's not a bad idea. I kind of airbrushed the other ones. This one I really got a lot of brush strokes on, so it's not really coming out the way that I wanted it to. It's just disappointing. So maybe it's a distinct possibility. I mean, it's a big enough tank that I could probably just work with the black and then just do sponge it dark gray and then sponge it light gray and be done with it. Yeah, that might be the ticket. Maybe we'll try that. Give it that cool model look. So. A little bit of this rough iron to this. Give it a little color. Again, I am no professional painter. I tried it once. I didn't work out. I didn't make a lot of money at it, so I still work on cars. Sold a couple models, but not a lot. Is there hair in this thing? Yeah, we'll get it out. All right. All right, Jeff. I think I'm just gonna go. Thanks for hanging out, though. If I get a chance, I'll give you a call tomorrow night, if that's okay. If not, maybe over the weekend. I know Sunday will probably going to be a little bit Mike's birthday because that's on Monday. So he's got some good Warhammer gifts coming, but obviously I'm not going to say on here because I don't want him to see it. Not that I think he watches, but I just want to be aware that he might be. So yeah, I think I'm going to end here, and I'll talk to you a little bit later. All right. Anybody else that wants to talk or chat or whatever, um, every Thursday I'm on here doing something, as long as the computer works. And come check it out. There's podcasts on here, on YouTube under the podcast tab. You can go back. The main thing that I'm doing right now is Combat Patrol to Crusade, which is taking the Combat Patrol boxes and upgrading them to about 1,000 points. And just giving you an idea of some of the stuff that I would do to upgrade. And if that's something that you're interested in, come take a listen. If you're getting new, or if you have somebody else that's new into Warhammer and just wants to listen, have an idea of what units to buy, stuff to to really make your armies work. I have done quite a few of them, but I'm still haven't made the halfway point. So please listen. I'm also working, getting some more guests on here. Uh, Jeff, we need to talk Space Wolves again, so I'm gonna call you about that. Maybe we'll see about maybe next week if you're available. But I can talk to you later in the week about that. If not, we can do another day. Uh, so um, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Those who did watch, those who watched afterwards, thanks for listening to me ramble on about whatever. And this is Todd from Table Ready Painting, and we're here to help you and your models become table ready. Thanks for watching.